Southside Boulevard for another episode of Shark Bites. We'll call this playoff episode.
Playoffs?
Playoff. So I want to say congratulations on the last game. I know we didn't win, but I don't think,
Everybody's healthy. I mean, I lead the league in season-ending IR. That's a given.
So you're ready to...
So I'm ready to actually just get out of a game with not anybody hurt. We had, we rested about 5 guys just to make sure that they were
ready.
But it was also a chance to give some other guys quality reps.
Sure.
Especially Eddie Brill.
And all in all, it went well.
Yeah, I mean, we had the ball at the end of the game with a chance to pull within 3. We had 3 turnovers. We got stopped 3 times, and we still had the ball at the end of the game with a chance to pull within 3.
Yeah.
Said something about the defense, said something about our team.
Said a lot about the defense,
Yeah, and we haven't given up 60 points since the Orlando loss.
Long time ago.
Long time.
Yeah.
I hope it continues.
I hope it continues. Well, listen, let's get last week out of the way, and let's look to this weekend with Orlando. What do we got to look forward to there?
I mean, dangerous because, there was another team in another league. The number 1 seed goes in. They're the number 1 seed. They had to beat the team 3 times in the season. They go in the playoff game and they get upset.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if it's getting looked past or being prepared, but you have to safeguard against all that. You're playing at home in Jacksonville. That's number 1, August 5th. But you look at an Orlando team that has nothing to lose.
Nothing.
Nothing to lose.
And they're our rivals.
They're our rivals. They got spanked the last 2 times. We know that. I put myself in their shoes. What would I be saying as a coach?
Yeah.
And I'd be saying, hey,
never again. Yeah.
We got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
These guys think they're just going to roll over us. Wait till we come out, punch them in the mouth. I know those speeches.
Sure.
And so I've been on those speeches.
Sure.
So hopefully, our guys won't look past it. We've been reiterating since day 1 how important this game is.
Right.
And even after the Carolina loss.
Right.
I told the guys in the locker room, who's our number 1 opponent? And everybody, in unison said us.
Us, yeah.
It's us.
Yeah.
We turned the ball over 3 times in 1 game. We haven't turned the ball over 3 times all year. So those are things that we recognize. We get it. We know it. And so as you go into Orlando game, playoffs are always about turnovers. Always about turnovers. And, who makes the fewest mistakes?
Right.
And that's what we're going to go at. I don't know who they're going to start at quarterback. I know that, Coach Walls is a good coach, and he's going to call the plays. But again, we're at home.
What are some of the key matchups as you see them?
Well, obviously Prince is a big-time player, wide receiver. Who knows what they're going to do at quarterback. We'll figure it out. They may play Hess, they may play Cato. They're both capable. They're both good quarterbacks. I think the matchup's going to be in the middle. I think if you talk to any team, it's right down the middle of the field. Their fullback and their center versus our nose and our linebacker.
Right.
And vice versa. I know they're going to try to load up with some late-minute additions, some veterans, but I believe football is about camaraderie. I think it's about playing for your team. You try to bring, you just try to bring some guys in 1 week.
Yeah.
To plug a hole. It's like putting, it's like putting a screen door in a submarine. So, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll find out tonight, and just gotta play hard.
Play hard. So, is there a theme tonight in tonight's game?
Yeah, playoff football on the Shark Tank.
And I didn't know if there was another.
I think tonight. Throughout the year we did great things. Our staff does a really good job with Christmas in July and Halloween.
And end of the season with military appreciation.
Star Wars, military appreciation. They do all the.
Now it's football.
I think it's fan appreciation.
It might be.
So they do a really good job with that. Now this is football. This is Jacksonville. This is football country.
And this is going to be smash mouth football.
This is smash mouth football. It's the Predators.
Yeah.
There's a lot on the line. The stakes are high, and there's so much going on for this game. How do you miss it? It's not just another, hey, let's bring the kids out and give them something to do.
Right.
This is, this is for all the marbles. to get to the championship game here in Jacksonville, which we've earned the right to.
Yeah.
Which, 10, 11 weeks ago, thought we'd never get there.
Yeah, you didn't know, right?
Didn't know, and now here we are.
Yeah.
So I don't want to pass up that opportunity.
Are there a few players that you're looking at to step up and do something that they haven't done, or are you just expecting what's been done to be done?
I expect what's been done to be done.
Okay.
But our guys are so they're professional, and there's certain guys that we're going to lean on. We got his MVP candidates on the team from the league.
Oh, absolutely.
Cameron Solomon, Jabari Gorman, Sam Castronova. You look at Gabriel Gee, the best lineman in the league. We got some really heavy hitters that this is their time to shine. They've already been shining all season long, but now it's time to take it to another level.
Sure.
And just do Sharks football and continue to be a really good team.
Do you think we're going to be able to pressure the quarterback the way
we better or we'll lose?
All right. Yeah.
I mean, you got to pressure the quarterback. I think we'll get some pressure. There's some things you can do to offset that. I'm not going to give any secrets out.
No, heck no.
Right. It's cat and mouse. You play someone out for the fourth time.
Yeah.
You kind of know each other, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but the kicking game's going to be huge. I think Carl, which we'll talk to tonight.
I'm going to talk to Carl. It's such an interesting story too. So I love the fact. I'm asking you, how did you find out about Carl?
Mike Hollis from the Jaguars.
Okay.
So Mike called me up and said, I got a young guy, not kid, he's a man.
Yeah, no, he's not a kid.
That wants an opportunity. I think he played rugby or Australian football rules, I'm not sure. But
he played rugby in New Orleans.
Yeah. And he had an opportunity, came in for a tryout, and at the time we had Kevin Didio Weber, who was doing great.
Yeah.
And then we signed Mark, and of course, Mark got hurt.
Yeah.
But I called him back, and he comes in, and he's perfect on extra points and doing a great job. The players like him.
Had a deuce last game and another one almost.
It's a good opportunity. It's a good story about life.
Sure. You never know where you're going to end up, and when you need to be able to step up. And, he definitely did. So that's fun.
That'll be a big part in the game of special teams. Prince is a good returner. Hopefully we can get some off the net, get a bar ball. Who knows? But
do you feel that the kicking spot is sort of an unsung position for arena football?
It's huge because throughout the course of the game,
we're always talking about quarterbacks and wide receivers, but the kicking game can screw you big time.
I mean, what happens is all of a sudden, in a game where you're scoring 7, 8, 9 touchdowns, so the score should be 7. Let's say it's 8 times 8 or 8 times 7. That's 56 points.
Right.
But if I miss 3 extra points and you make all of yours, it's 56-53.
Right.
All of a sudden, if you score a touchdown, you're up 2 possessions.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Or at some point in the game early, you start missing extra points. It starts adding up. It starts forcing your hand.
Yeah.
Hey, do I go for 2?
Play differently. Yeah.
Do I not go for 2?
Yeah.
And then you miss a 2, and then the deficit gets even bigger.
Yeah.
And it can weigh on you early. But he's been perfect on extra points.
Yeah. Cool.
So.
Well, I think I'll wrap it up at this point and pitch it over to a break, and I'll be talking to Carl right after this.
We're ready for battle for ourselves and for you. A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. We're prepared. Now it's fins up in the Shark Tank, leaving it all on the field. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory. And our final goal, your Jacksonville Sharks are back, and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
Welcome back to the Idlings on Southside Boulevard for another episode of Shark Bites. And I got Carl Meyer, the kicker, here with us. Carl, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Man, you have such an interesting story. How did you make it from South Africa to North Florida?
So I initially signed to play professional rugby here in New Orleans and joined the rugby team end of 2019.
Okay.
Finished out my contract, and throughout my rugby career, I had never thought of football as anything but a sport to watch and see what was going on. And ever since I came over to the States, I had people from all over the place sort of encouraging me to maybe give kicking a go in football. So when I came to the end of my contract, I thought, man, I'm not getting any younger, so now's the time if I wanted to actually try and pursue something like that. So
sure.
I decided to take a break from rugby and try and pursue football.
Yeah.
ended up getting linked up with Mike Hollis, who's been helping me with my football kicking form, and he put me in touch with Coach Gibson, and
here you are.
He was nice enough to give me an opportunity, and here I am.
And
so
you played only 2 games?
yes,
So
2 ever football games. So the 2 football games I played are the 2 only football games I played.
So you know how unusual that is, that you're, okay, first of all, coming from rugby,
Yeah.
but that your first ever football games are arena football games.
Exactly, yeah.
So crazy.
You couldn't write a different.
No, this is definitely kind of movie of the week kind of stuff, for sure. So talk to me about some of the similarities and differences in the kicking game between rugby and what we do here in arena football.
So I'd say that the similarities would just be the normal field goal and extra point kicking, I would say, minus the actual hold and snap. In rugby, I get the privilege to have, I'd say, almost like the kickoff tee as my tee to line the ball up and then kick the field goal per se. But
and the goals are much wider.
yeah, they're probably the same size as an NFL goalpost.
Right.
So to come into the arena and have it half that size.
And a little bit higher too.
With a bit of a smaller ball, kicking it off the ground, having someone hold and snap is completely different to me, and it's been an interesting
Is
transition.
it intimidating to have guys rushing at you, because you don't have that in rugby either when it comes to the kick, right?
We do have, when we score a touchdown, which we call a try,
Right.
I'm allowed to put the ball back as far as I would like to give me more comfortability so that they don't charge me down.
Right.
Whereas here in football, you can only have that 7 yards or whatever the yardage is.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah, so I'm learning on the cuff as we go.
Love it.
So, to be honest, I don't even really have them in my mindset. I'm just focused on the kick, and so I don't really pay attention to what's going on around me. I just focus on making the kick.
Everywhere, you know that, right?
Absolutely. When I look back and I see, I was like, in the first game, I had 2 guys diving and falling in front of me. I was like, didn't realize until after the kick.
Where'd they come from?
Yeah. So my main focus is just focus on the kick, and whatever else happens around me will happen. So
Cool. Well, you've also had some very good, I don't want to call it luck, skill with the kickoff and getting a deuce this past game. Seems like you're dialing that in.
Yes.
Does it feel like you'll be able to do more and more of that as we move forward?
Absolutely. A kickoff in rugby and a kickoff in football is completely different. We normally do a drop kick, and it's not to see how far you can kick it. So to line up the kickoff and now have this running head start, I'm not really used to that. So I've been working on that and slowly dialing it in. And this past weekend, finally felt like I got the right sort of steps in and managed to get myself to do so.
Well, working with Mike Hollis must be a pleasure.
Oh, it's absolute game changer. With the pro form kicking, he's really helped me with the mechanical side of things. Really, nailing down.
And he's helped so many kickers as well.
Yeah, he's been an absolute help to me, and he's here in Jacksonville as well. So I get the pleasure of still being able to work with him while I'm here, which is a bonus for me. So I'm just grateful that I get that opportunity.
I asked him off camera, and I'm going to ask him on camera now, how lonely is it being a kicker? Because I know it's totally different in the rugby.
Yeah.
You're part of the team doing everything, but they do.
Yes.
But kickers in American football are sort of off on their own.
Yes. I'm used to running around and being involved in all the huddles and all the scrimmages per se, and now I'm kind of like,
come on in, kick it.
Yeah, I'm kind of making sure I'm not in anyone's way while I'm practicing my kicking. And then I'm on my own. And then coach will give me some heads up of when we're going to do the actual PATs or some kickoff practice. And then I'm like, okay, let me not kick too much to wear out my leg to do these. So it's been a really cool and interesting transition to know how to manage that of just being a kicker.
Well, how much do you like it compared to rugby? Or you feel like you're going to continue with it?
Absolutely. I'm really interested to see where this journey will take me. Now to actually have some game experience in the belt and been able to kick in the arena, which gives me just a lot more, like I said, that game experience. Even though it's a smaller goalpost, it gives me more opportunity to dial in the skill set. So it's been a real good help.
I mean, how amazing a story is it that you can step in and have your first ever football games played in an arena in a team that's made the playoffs with a good chance of getting a ring after playing 3 or 4 games. It's crazy, isn't it?
It's unbelievable.
This is like, you couldn't write this for Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm just...
There's a writer's strike, so we couldn't do it anyway.
I'm just grateful that Coach, had the confidence in me to give me an opportunity, especially this late in the season, with with no experience.
Well, that says a lot about what he feels about you.
Yeah,
and Mike too. He must trust Mike.
Absolutely,
a lot as well.
Absolutely. I did come here a few months ago, initially to have the first sort of tryout, and I managed to only get some kickoffs in. So I was able to show the skill set that I did have. So I'm glad that obviously left a bit of an impression. So
but you've gotten better.
Absolutely,
since then, so
I've been continually working and working with Mike, and it's starting to pay dividends.
Well, I'll tell you what. Do you have anything you'd like to tell the fans out there for this upcoming game?
Man, just coming in numbers. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal these last couple of weeks, and let's make sure we can fill out this arena for the next 2 games.
Fill the tank. That's it.
Fill the tank.
Go Sharks.
Go Sharks.
A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory and our final goal. Your Jacksonville Sharks are back, and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
Welcome back to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard. I got Mr. Joshua Jackson, the voice of the Sharks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I hear you're stirring up a little controversy.
Not intentionally. Not intentionally.
What you doing, man? Tell me what you doing.
Apparently, some people down in Orlando got in their feelings with some.
They have feelings.
I know, right?
I didn't know predators had feelings.
I never knew predators had feelings, But at the end of the day, I've always said, I'm going to have fun doing what I do. It's my job to get the fans riled up and especially my fans here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, sure.
Riled up and fired up and things like that. I'm never going to go across the line. They kind of blew stuff out of proportion and things like that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I got to hear just a little details now.
Yeah.
Just,
their ownership.
They're upset because.
Yeah, because of some of the things I said at our previous game.
Nothing that you haven't
nothing
said.
I haven't said before to any other team over the 13, 14 years I've been doing this. So now all of a sudden they want to get in their feelings, and their owner.
They don't like it when you say make some noise.
Apparently not. Maybe I'm supposed to just be quiet or whatever. Their owner had some rather choice thing to say about me on his little
personally.
Has on his little small little podcast show or whatever it is they do at some bar down.
They do that?
Yeah, hey, it's nothing compared to what we do here.
No, obviously.
So yeah, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Everybody has their own opinion. I'm going to continue to do what I do. And
does it make you almost want to do it more?
Absolutely.
I would think so.
I'm rather petty.
Now that now that you know that you're living rent free in their mind.
Yeah.
I'd say,
Yeah, and when we win, it's going to be even sweeter. So just get your tickets. That's all I'm going to say.
Get your tickets. Come on out, because it's going to be a show.
Absolutely. It's going to be fun.
I mean, so you can't tell me what it was you said?
I can't tell you because they use some rather
language. I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
And we want to make sure the FCC doesn't find anybody.
We'll leave it PG.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
It is. Hey, but at the end of the day, I'm me. Everyone here knows me knows what I do. So as long as I keep my fans and everyone here happy, I'm good.
Brother,
to go.
I don't think I could go to a Sharks game without hearing your voice make some noise.
Hey, and we're going to do that even more so on Saturday.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. And what I'm hoping I hear is touchdown.
I hope
you do it better. Can you do one for me?
I can't.
Come on, man. You can't bring it up.
Can't bring it up right now. I got to save it. Got to get it primed for Saturday. So
because you're expecting a lot of touchdowns.
Absolutely.
So you're going to save it.
Absolutely. I'm going to save it.
I got you. Okay. We'll do it.
Yes, sir.
Just for that.
Yes, sir.
Coach, the way they've been playing, 60 points is a minimum.
Oh, man.
I hope with the situation we got going on, we go more.
I hope we break that 80 mark we put on them a couple years ago. So, yeah, I mean.
Triple digits. I love it.
I'm down for it.
I'm saying. Well, listen, let's go to a break, and I'll tell you what. Go Sharks. All right.
Absolutely. Go Sharks, get your tickets, and hope to see a big crowd there on Saturday.
See you then.
All right.
A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory and our final goal. Your Jacksonville Sharks are back, and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
Welcome to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard for Shark Bites. Coach, we're going to wrap it up here and talk about, well, what we got going on tonight. Orlando, must win, win or go home. What's the number to get the tickets?
904-621-0700.
Do it.
Call the tickets, get them now. It's going to be a packed crowd.
I mean, if we don't have 7,000 or 8,000 minimum there, I'm going to be surprised.
8 to 9.
I want to see a sellout. I'd love to see another sellout.
Well, if we win this game, then that puts us for the championship. It'll be sellout for the championship. So
Sure.
I'm excited. It's going to be a great game tonight.
Come out and support, guys. This is the biggest game of the season so
the Sharks
far.
win, man. That's what they do. I want to be part of it. That's why I moved here. That's why I took the job. It's a pressure job.
You like winning?
Well, I mean, I won where I was at, but I still haven't won the championship. That stupid trophy for 4 times or 3 times has eluded me for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to get one, and continue that tradition here. And I'm sure, and the pressure's on. I'm not going to deny it. It is what it is. That's why I took the job.
But you always have pressure as a coach. It never goes away. You know that. You knew
2
that
types of coaches: those that have been fired, those that are going to get fired. That's about it. But no,
that's true, isn't it?
but it'd be a good game, and like I said, make sure you get the tickets. What I say, 904-621-0700, or come to the game, walk up. It'll be a great time, and don't forget to come to Island Wings, man. Get that great food.
Yeah, absolutely. These tacos this time. Every week they've given us something amazing, and
well, I mean, it's been a good year. It's been a good. It's weird that it's coming to an end. It's wrapping up here. But coming here every Tuesdays, again, we talked about it last week.
I don't know what I'm going to do with my Tuesdays when the
season's over. Well, you get to see the
over.
same faces, you see the same fans, and you come in here and you get something different every time. I haven't had one bad meal here yet.
No.
And I never get out of here without my kids calling me wanting something. Because it's good.
And does the wife ask for dessert?
No, the kids ask for dessert. So it's just a good spot. It's a good atmosphere. It's good great staff, great ownership or management. I'm just really lucky we found this place a good partner. If you haven't been here, you need to come out. Even if it's not for the show, it's a good food.
Sounds good. I think we'll wrap it up there and say, see you in the tank and go Sharks.